was told I was in 11th grade. I had to graduate. So my 11th grade prom became my 12th grade prom. Um, so I went to college, and I would catch the same city bus that I took to high school to college, and it's pretty cool.
So did you go to college locally there in Baltimore?
Yeah, I started off at Coppin State College, and it was in the 90s, and during that time, the New York drug dealers had decided to come and take over Baltimore.
Okay.
So there was a lot of violence on the streets of Baltimore, and so while I was in college, I would come home, and it was just crime just everywhere, and it was a pivotal thing that happened. I saw a little girl get used as a body shield.
Wow.
And he just dropped her after she was shot up, and I realized that I couldn't grow up. I couldn't have a family. I couldn't live in this city anymore. And at the time, recruiters were kind of, at the colleges recruiting. And before I was like, no, I didn't want to go in the military. But after seeing that, I decided like that was my way out of the city. So I enlisted in the Army. And
as an officer?
No. I didn't want to be an officer. I wanted to be an enlisted. Officers kind of had all these rules that they had to, they couldn't socialize with certain people. And I wanted to be in service. I wasn't ready for that leadership role. I just wanted to be a regular person in service. And so I joined the Army, and my first duty station, I went to basic training in Fort Jackson, South Carolina. Okay. And then my first duty station was Hawaii.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I asked for Germany, but I got Hawaii somehow. I got married, had some kids, and being in the military made me realize how much money the government spends on contractors. So after my first tour, I was doing contracts in the Army. I realized that and of course, I didn't know about overhead and things like that. So I just knew that my equivalent in the contractor world was billing at $256 an hour. Didn't know they weren't getting all that, but so I didn't re-enlist after my first term, and I got into the government contracting world as a contracting officer, and pretty much did that my whole career as I built other businesses along the way.
Corporate or within the government sector?
No, I was in corporate, so I worked for like the Lockheed Martins and the Boeings of the world. And when I left, I was a vice president at L3, which is now L3 Harris. Okay. So yeah. Cool. Yeah. So that's my journey. I have 6 daughters, 2 by marriage, and I'm married to the love of my life, John Parker.
You sound like a movie character.
To be honest, sometimes I look at my life and it does feel like a movie. I recently looked around at all of my kind of like my social circles, and it's rare to find the type of relationship that I think that I have with my husband. Like he's truly my best friend, the love of my life, and I'm so thankful for that. Most of the people I know are single, and I just feel so blessed and honored to experience that type of love in my life.
That's good.
Yeah, he actually is my foundation. I work a lot. My mind is constantly going. I'm constantly creating, and he's the person that's like, "Oh, don't worry about it, baby. I got dinner. Go ahead. I know." It's like, "Babe, I got to finish this proposal. Oh, don't worry about it. I got you." And so he's been my support system. He makes all is possible. He never tells me no. I mean, he tells me no, but if I have an idea, if I can articulate it, he 100% believes in me. Even when started the foundation, it's like I want to be able to do real intimate good, and he was always there to support me.
That's good.
Yeah.
So the last question is, how would you say that your foundation or your businesses or the things you've done, how has it impacted people's lives, like in a positive manner?
Well, I think in everything that I have created, I always create out of a sense of need, right? So even the businesses when I was young, it was like, I was trying to fill a need. With Eden BodyWorks, it was, getting people of color access to actual healthy, natural ingredients, right? Helping them to reverse the process of chemical damage to their hair. To my shoe company for women hurting their feet in high heels to give them comfortable flats. And with the foundation, I still think I'm in the process. I know all the names and faces of all the people that we have personally helped.
Yeah.
But there's people out there that I know have benefited from our work in this community. And I'm hoping, my hope is that in everything that we do, that we fill a need in the community. Sometime on a greater, but I also get joy from that one person, right? That one person that says, thank you. I couldn't eat tonight. Thank you. You connected me with an employment opportunity. Thank you. My son just got out of prison and he didn't know where to go, and you helped him get medical assistance. We're hurdlers, and that's what we with our team, we call ourselves, we're hurdlers. And we are good at getting over those hurdles that maybe some people in our community are stopped by, right?
Yeah.
They look at them as boundaries, and or they don't even know how to get to what they need. And so we are priding ourselves in helping them to get over those hurdles to get what they want.
Yeah.
And that's our commitment to the community. We're gonna help them in any way that we can.
Yeah, it was really cool because I really love your office space, and I normally do. I've been doing my interviews at my office. So it was nice for me to actually stay within Long Beach to do it, but also kind of like highlight, your beautiful space and your logo in the background, this cool fireplace. So it kind of allowed me to get into another setting, which is kind of dope. So
Angela, I'm a woman of faith, and God told me to be ready, right? And that meant stepping out on faith. When we got this space and started decorating, we didn't have a contract. We didn't have, work to do in this space, but I had this baby growing inside of me, and so I was urged to get this space ready for the work that we're doing today. So,
all right. So, is there a way that people can get in contact with you or find you online or?
Yeah, www.aprilparker.org and .com, by the way. I'm accessible on our Instagram, AP Cares. There's a phone number. It's a real number. Text it. We have real people answering. People hit us up on our phone all the time. I need this. Do you know how to access this? And so, check us out at aprilparker.org and get in contact with us. We'd love to connect. I want to connect with other businesses. I want to connect with other entrepreneurs. I do a lot of mentorship. Because it feels good. I have all this information inside, so it feels great to be able to share it with people.
So, since it's your direct number, if I need to borrow some money, I can call you or text you.
Well, if it's a legitimate business purpose, we love to collaborate with other businesses.
Yeah.
I'm an entrepreneur, right? So I have other businesses that I've created, and I like collaborating with other people on their businesses as well.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right, guys. Well, that's April Parker Foundation, and we will see you at the next interview.
See ya.